Dear Catherine, I hope you are safe and well. I'm writing to you from Auschwitz, a so-called concentration camp in Nazi-occupied Poland. I have traveled a long journey from the Hungarian ghetto that we once lived in. Such a painful journey. I was taken from the ghetto and told I was being taken to a better place. I did not know whom to trust, but an attempt to escape frightened me. I was a coward. I was sent off in a cattle car on a train, tightly squeezed together with other members who were not part of the superior race. We were mostly Jews. We were given no food for 3 days and all shared one bucket for the use of sanitation. This was only the start of our pain. We did not know where we were going, but when we arrived, we could tell it was not a good place. As I stumbled off the tightly squeezed train onto the large platform, I was nervous. People were screaming, shouting, and crying. There was chaos. The smell of corpses in the air sent shrivels up my spine. I was alone, and I watched as families were brutally separated by the Nazi officers. However, in the midst of this scenery, an orchestra played to welcome us new visitors. It immediately showed how of a bizarre place Auschwitz really was. An officer grabbed me by the arm and led me to the right side of the platform. My possessions were taken from me, and I was stripped of all my clothes, including my dignity. I was given striped pants and a shirt, as well as shoes that were 3 sizes too big. Other camp prisoners shaved off my hair, and a number was tattooed on my arm. 140603, my new name according to the camp officers. But to stay sane, us prisoners secretly address each other by our real names. I have been present at this camp for 7 months. I have worked every single day, stood at continuous and everlasting roll calls, in the hot summer as well as the freezing winter. I have performed terrible jobs, such as dragging the hundreds of dead bodies out of the gas chambers, a place where all unfit prisoners are exterminated. After a hard day of work, I usually receive a bowl of soup. However, many days I am left without any means of nutrition. We are hundreds in my barrack. I share a small wooden bunk with 2 other men. I hardly sleep. The constant crying, praying, hopelessness of being saved from our misery destroys us. Work sets you free, the words on the big metal sign at the entrance of the camp. An encouragement to all workers. A lie. Other camp prisoners supervise us. They beat us if we stop working, and if found acting rebellious, we are starved. We are seen as cattle. When we do not have enough strength to keep working, we are killed, used for a better cause. Our bodies are burned, our fat is used for soap, and our ashes to fertilize soil. It seems as though every part of me can be used for the benefit of a greater Germany. I have realized that I am a ruined man with no rights. However, losing complete hope could kill me in an instant, and therefore I fight in the hope to be set free. However, freedom seems 1,000 miles away, as I have watched women, men, children being beaten to death as they scream and beg for their lives. It all seems so normal now. The stench of the dead bodies does not bother my senses one bit. I am turning inhumane, like an animal, just like the men that have brought these events upon us. It feels as though my end is near. The hole at the end of the tunnel is slowly but surely closing in on me. I have, however, not given up. I live through the hope that you are well and that I will one day be with you again. The Nazis will one day fall, and we will find our place in life again. I hope you receive this letter and that you remember me for what we had before these years of sorrow. Your beloved, forever and always, Noah.